Alright, so got a new toy. Literally just picked it up about an hour ago and headed over to camp, I guess, and want to check the food plot and whatnot, but here she is. So it's 2025 Can-Am Outlander. It's the XT 850. I just wanted to do a little rundown on it. There's not much on YouTube about them. This is the new G3 style. I've had, in 2012, I actually had a Can-Am XT when they first came out with the second gen body style, and I loved it. Now, so I was running a CF Moto, which nothing wrong with those wheelers at all. They're just not Can-Ams. I just have a thing for Can-Ams. I've had the Polaris 800, decent wheelers. I just love the way these ones ride. So this is the first time, the only time, if you can tell, I just drove it on the trailer from the local dealership, and they've switched to these keys since my last Can-Am. Didn't have that, but this will be the first drive. The battery sounded a little dead, so I wanted to drive it and give it a little charge. So, performance key. This is how you change the modes up here. So we're gonna put it in there's work mode, work off. I'm gonna put it in sport mode. This was a big upgrade this year, I guess, was the shifter. It's nice and smooth, and it is. I can already tell I don't like the foot brake on it. CF Moto did everything backwards, so their handbrake's on this side, so I keep reaching for it, and the shifter's on this side. But look at that foot brake. It's like tucked in. You're gonna end up scuffing the plastic just to reach it. So, well, that's one negative. But it's a sweet sounding machine. It's nice and quiet. And you can't beat the acceleration of a Can-Am either. So I'll do a little walk around on it before I take it out. But I'm going to let it run because I want that battery to charge. So it comes with new tires too. These are Trail King 2 tires. I believe they're 26 inches. Yeah, 26 by 10, 14-inch wheels on there. And the fronts are going to be 26 by 8, a little bit thinner. Alright, so your storage compartment here, you need to push both of these at the same time, which is not easy to do when you're holding your phone. Anyways, this storage in the front is much bigger than the one in the back, but so you'll be able to store all kinds of stuff in here, and it's got this little kickstand here that you can pop on there if you want to leave that open. So I like that feature. This back one I don't believe has that. So there's good storage in here. I put my little tool belt under there. There's no kickstand on this one, but these come off, so you can pop that out, and then this lifts up for different links attachments underneath there. And I know Can-Am, so it's got a nice little handle on it too, so if you wanted to keep your belongings in there and take it off and carry it into the hotel if you're riding, or into your house or whatever. So that's a cool little feature. And then it just locks back on. It's nice and sturdy when it's on there. Something's rattling, but not too bad. They got nice reinforced metal bars that run up through there. A whole different frame on this Gen 3. It's definitely going to need some skid plates. It doesn't have much. The center skid plate is decently thick, so that one's good, but I'm going to want some more A-arm protection than that. And then maybe more on the footwell too. Now I got a chisel plow coming for that for food plots. So I'm going to be using this for food plots and putting it to the test. To see how well that runs. See if it can pull down without overheating or anything. So far I like it. Got a little rip. Kind of hear it. It starts back up. But coming from so I have the CF Moto 800, which is it's a 2023. It's the CF Moto XC 800. It has power, but it's not even close to these Can-Ams. They're just so zippy and just so smooth and buttery suspension. I think I'm going to love it. I love my Can-Am that I had, my old XT, so I'm going to love this one too. Beautiful color. I mean, I kind of wanted the camo just because if this gets scratched up, it's going to be a little more noticeable because this is going to be a workhorse. I'm going to put my sprayer on here for food plots. I'm going to put the chisel plow on the back, so that's going to really do some wear and tear. And I did see they upgraded the hitch receiver on it, which is nice because the old XT, I actually put a old disc. They make like these little discs that go in the back, and I used it for like 5 minutes and it ripped the whole hitch receiver right off the Can-Am. So they upgraded these a little bit, so I'm hoping that it's nice and strong. I like that they do a 2-inch rather than Polaris, and they do the little 1-inch. I don't know if Polaris has upgraded that, but the last one that I had was just a little hitch receiver. So yeah, I mean, I'll do some driving videos and give a little review down the road, but right now I'm happy with it. I'm just going to get the rack extenders and some skid plates and I'll be good to go. I won't have to do anything with it. It comes with the winch, hand guards, everything you need. So I got to get used to the brakes being on the different side though, because that CF Moto I've had, everything's backwards. But one more feature I didn't really show you, which I thought was pretty cool, is you got I did make sure they had a 12-volt plug on there because that's going to run my sprayer for Roundup and fertilizer and whatnot. But this little storage piece here, it actually is a USB-C cord that runs right out, and you can put and there's a little pad in here, so you can put your cell phone in there if you want to, and then when it's closed, it should hold it right still. So I like that feature. It's out of the way and charging. This comes off. There's little things here. So just like kind of on the old Can-Am, but it's a little upgraded. Turn those knobs, press these buttons in, and then the whole dash lifts up to get to your fuses and your air filter and whatnot. Then you got this really nice comfortable seat. Just a lever in the back like all four-wheelers, or most I should say. And then your battery is not here, your battery is back here, but they make it easy, so your battery is actually right here, but they run lines up to this so you can jump it right here if you need to, without having to take the battery apart, which I like too. Side panels come off, kind of like on a snowmobile, kind of give you access to your belt and anything you might need to get to under there. Gas caps right there. Shifting knobs, super buttery smooth. These are metal, not plastic, so I like that. So you got metal frame, plastic guards, but nice metal screws on here instead of push pins. And a lot of the companies use push pins. But yeah, so that's the new 2025 Outlander XT850. the exhaust. So if you put a license plate on here, you'd have to mount it from the bottom standing up, and then that might vibrate a little, because if you put it hanging down, it's probably going to end up melting the lettering off. That's pretty much that, and I do not like that. I don't know, they might sell an extender for that, because my boot can just barely hit that. So that'd be my only gripe about the whole thing so far. But it looks sharp. I love the color. It's got a good candy apple red look to it. Shiny. It's gonna scratch up real easy. But I'll do a little riding videos, rip up the trail. The CF Moto that I had was the 2-up, which was super nice when you have passengers, but 95% of the time I'm alone riding anyways, and I needed something for Colorado that was a little shorter, and this one's a little shorter wheelbase than the CF Moto was. But gonna get up to the food plot, check the food plot. I gotta move a trail camera and get a post pounded in the ground and move that, and see how it performs going up the trail. Hopefully that battery charges as I'm going. Alright, let's go for a ride up the hill. See, I like how smooth that is. So we're in sport mode. This thing gets up and goes pretty good. A log in the trail. Rear brake works, you just have to look for it. There's one food plot. This is our clover plot. That one always grows really well. So I'm just in two-wheel drive right now. This gets really steep. You probably won't be able to tell. Really comfortable seat. Power steering. I might have to knock it. It says DPS max. Might have to knock it down a little. As you can see, the odometer is only 0.7 miles, so they just took it out of the crate today. Throttle's comfortable, real easy to push. I know the audio is probably not great because I'm driving, but just kind of filming stuff on my phone. Back wheels are spinning when you give it gas. Four-wheel drive wouldn't do that at all. But yeah, it gets real steep, real rocky. I can hear that tool belt fell down in the back trunk. I didn't really know where to put that. I don't like that it's banging around. You can hear it banging back there. I'm gonna have to fix that. We'll stop right here where it's flat. Just that. Put it in park nice and smooth. Yeah, so tools came right out, banging around. Gonna have to find a better place for that. I'm not sure if they make a better spot for it or what, but picked it up, it was just kind of thrown in the front compartment, which is fine, but it would be really nice if there was somewhere to put it that wasn't going to just bang around like that. So for now, I'll just put it in my back pocket. We'll go the long way. They made this too, so back in 2012, my uncle bought the 2012 Polaris Sportsman. Can't remember what, I think he only got the 570 or 500 or whatever it was back in that year. And I got the 2012 Can-Am 800 XT. And I just remember feeling like when you sit on it, you had to put your legs apart like this because it was so wide. But now, and then on his Polaris, it was nice and narrow, real comfortable. But now, they've narrowed this down quite a bit. So it's a much more comfortable ride. Your knees, I'm 6'3", and on that Can-Am, my knees would hit the, up here they had like a little flange that would stick out. On the old XT, the 2012 and the G2 model or whatever, it had like a flange here that would kick out and my knee would hit it. So after riding for a long time, I'd actually have bruises on each side here. This one, my knees, I'm 6'3", like I said, my knees fit perfectly right there. They don't hit anything, and the seat's plush. It's just a lot more comfortable riding machine. And on top of that, you got the power. And it's quiet. It's much quieter than my CF Moto. Less rattly. Much more smooth. Nothing against those CF Motos, like I said, I really like mine, but you can tell the difference between a $9,000 wheeler and a $14,000 wheeler. And it's not just in the name like a lot of people say. Alright, yeah, so one side note too, I just noticed this is missing already. So that's missing. So the girl did tell me that they pop off really easy. So I'm just going to do a little bit of force on there. And they pop right off. So I'll look for that on the way down, but that's not good. Yeah, they're just barely clipped on there. Be curious if any other ones are missing. No, those are still on. So the brake lever not sticking out far enough, and those little caps on the wheels. So there's the two issues already that I found. Not the end of the world issues, but still issues. The Can-Am will have to remedy. I don't know, you don't want to glue them on there because then you're going to run into issues. You could do aftermarket, but you don't want to spend $14,000 on a four-wheeler and have the caps come off because it's ugly. So hopefully they can figure out a way to remedy that for future people. Obviously it doesn't help me any, but it's just something to keep in your mind. So I'll keep updating it as I ride. Maybe we'll find more issues today. Who knows? I hope not, though. Beautiful wheeler. It's a shame those caps pop off that easy. Alright, so while I'm riding up here too, I just had to take a pretty sharp turn. Coming off the CF Moto, has the turning radius of a semi-truck. Actually, I think semi can probably turn better. This thing is awesome. I mean, look how far that is. And it turns on a dime. So, that's another positive over the CF Moto, is how well it turns. So I don't have to worry about going backwards, going forward, going backwards. So, we're going to go down this steep hill here. I'm at high right now, but I'm going to put it in low. We'll check the engine braking. That's one thing the CF Moto had really nice engine braking. I'm gonna do this one-handed, see how this is on this drop off. No thumb on the brake or anything. Yeah, that's really nice. It's almost coming to a full stop. And this is low two-wheel drive, and it's steep. Yeah. No foot on the brake, anything. That's great. So also going down these hills with engine braking, the CF Moto, you give it gas like this, going downhill, and then you let off the gas, and the engine braking would almost like throw you forward. This is a more smooth, it works just as well, but it's not as abrupt, which I really like. So I can creep down this hill without a whole bunch of engine noise, crazy amounts at least, and without it throwing me into the gas tank. And I noticed when I would have a passenger on the back and I'd be going downhill like this, you know, some spots you want to go a little quicker, so you go a little quicker, and then you let off the gas, and the CF Moto, as soon as you let off, bam, throws you forward. This one, I don't know if you can hear it or see it, you let go, and it's more of a gradual let off rather than a slam you forward one. So that's another pro for the Can-Am cross this year. So good luck to everyone this season. Good luck if you get a Can-Am. Good luck if you get some whitetail food plots in Missouri. September, I think we're gonna get there like September 7th. There's a deer running or something. September 17th or 18th. So I'll see you then.